this is all the stuff that I'm taking for this long session, either 48 hours, 72 hours, whatever it's going to be. Right, so starting here, this one here is like an army issue. It's all arms Bergen. They don't issue them anymore, hence it's surplus. So got myself one of them. It's like my admin bag, all my clothes in, my wash kit, bits and bobs, stuff like that. Moving down here, just a JRC bag, and this has basically all any of my bait additives that I think I might add to the bait, like that, particles, stuff like that. So obviously I've got salt, chili powder in there, a bit of paste. I've got some like food dyes. I've got, there it is, old Andrews. I mean liquids, oils, whatever goes in there. And underneath there's a separate pouch underneath here, and that's got all my particles in, like my tinned particles. So my corn, and I've got a tin of tiger nuts in there and whatever. Next thing, what's this? Starbait's baiting bag. Alright, that basically, it's like a bum bag, and you basically just clip it on like that, and you clip it on like that, and basically this goes around your neck. This goes around your neck, that lifts up into like a double compartment. So that, see what I mean? In there, that lifts up. This goes around your neck. This goes around your waist. And sort of, you can spod for a while, or use your throwing stick or whatever. Food bag, absolutely rammers in there. That's my food bag there, Starbait's one. Right, Nash bait bucket, the big one, with my cushion on, because I'm not taking a chair. That's full of all my plum. I'm not gonna. There we go. It's got all my plum in now, pellets and whatever. This one, as you can see, that's another sort of about half the size, but it's got all the cell, which I'm going to take with me. Got my pod bag just in case. I've got here's my big Starbait's normal bag. Cadap for cooking. My bed chair. Gone back to my Starbait sleeping bag. I'm not using the Nash one anymore. Then I've got my 6-star holdall. Got my Starbait's Barrow XL. See my little table up against the wall there. That's in there. My unhooking mat, nestled behind there. Bivvy, and down in the corner there is basically what it's called a Norwegian or a Norge. And what that does is it basically keeps food hot or keeps food cold. Basically like a cooler box, like a thermal box, but it's not army issued. But I got that one off of eBay. And they sell them on eBay, type in Norwegian, I think they're about 30 quid or something like that. Really good, absolutely awesome. So as you can see, yeah, a lot of gear. And that's all got to go on my motor, which is a standard saloon car. So I've got stuff on the roof, and I've got stuff in the boot, footwells, and fuck, you know what I mean. Oh, I've got to mention that's my little water thing, got that off eBay as well. I did used to have like a collapsible one. And what's that one? It's about 5 litres. I did used to have a little collapsible one, but for some reason the innards went a bit like mouldy, where I couldn't dry it out or what have you. But what I also have, and I'll show you at another point, in there I've got a thing called a Lifesaver, and it's basically a water purification system. So yeah. Cool.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Carping Miracles. Do you know what? I've done so many now. It's I can't remember what episode it is. I think it might be like 8 or something like that, I'm not sure, but welcome anyway. For all you people who've been messaging me, I get a lot of messages lately saying oh, when's the next episode coming out, blah blah blah. So here it is, down at Suffolk Waterpark again, but we're on the other side of the lake this time, in the deep. 2 parts to it, well 3 parts to it. You've got the deep, which is the side I'm on, and then you've got sort of like the sort of open water bit, where sort of like the point of the island is, and it goes all the way out there, and then it goes back round to the shallows where we was last time that we was here at Suffolk Waterpark. 2 rods only. It's the start of a new season, isn't it? And I am skint. Got a wedding to pay for. Getting married 28th of May. And to be honest with you, I sort of like, I've been putting money into it and what have you. And it was only sort of this month, and I went, oh my god, I've got like 8 weeks left. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I have got enough money, but 15 grand is costing me. I can't believe it. Well, I say 15 grand is costing me, obviously me and my fiance, it's costing us 15 grand, but it seems all the money seems to come out of my bank account, so I don't know. No, she has put a bit into it, but yeah, 2 rods only, so I can't afford to get a bloody 2 licences, and this is the only water. Remember I told you, it's the only water I've ever had my licence checked. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to mess about and risk it. You know what I mean? Not that I'd ever do that. So yeah, all set up. Oh God, I got here last night actually. Had a right week at work. Just like bad news central. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, for God's sake. So I thought, right, let's get fishing. Let's get on it. Stokesy's coming down later on today. He'd be lucky if he gets a peg though. Do you know what I mean? It's mental. Obviously I'm in peg 2. I can't think what this peg's called actually. I haven't got the little map thing with me, but I'm on peg 2. Peg 1, there was a bloke in it last night. He left at 6 this morning, and another bloke's already moved into it. Peg 3 next to me. Done 2 fish yesterday. A 30 and a 28 or something like that. 2 really nice fish in the morning, and the bailiff said to me, oh, the wind's pushing right down this end of the lake. I'll show you it in a minute. So the bloke's here, bloke's in peg 3, caught them 2 fish, then he was going, so bloke literally straight in there, Mark his name is, he moved straight in there, and I don't blame him to be honest with you. Peg 4's free, and then all the way up the deep side of the island, should we say, it's pretty busy. Bloke pulled 2 out last night, another 30 up there, and I've chose this peg here, peg 2, because literally the wind's pushing everything down, but I'm thinking, oh, what if everyone's lines up and down the thing are scaring the fish off, you know what I mean? But what can you do apart from move, and there's not very many pegs left, so I don't know. But there we go. Right, so I'll show you the old lake. Oh, what is it? It's the 1st of April today. April Fool's Day. I should have got a big cutout or something, you know, a big print of a fish or something, held it up for you and went, oh, April Fool's, but not that much of an idiot. Anyway, I'll show you the lake. I bet you're dying to see. Oh. There you go, 2 rods set up. That big stool thing there, that big log, I've just had my buckets on there because I've spotted out. You know what I mean? It's really warm, really mild. It's 16 degrees. Yesterday it was, I don't know what it is today, still warm, do you know what I mean? There's no big woolly hat on this one. So, okay, left hand rod. I've gone to the dark side, I'm back on the cell. I'm in left hand rod. And that is just in that little cove there, I don't know if you can see it. Well, I say just in it, it's not really just in it, it's outside of it. I can't get into it because of the overhanging trees, and I'm not going to risk trying to get in there. I haven't got a bait boat, so that's my left hand rod. Flying back lead and a back lead. It's really deep water here, it's about sort of 14 foot of water. I've double bagged my PVA bags, so I want them to get to the bottom. Fizz bomb as well, so that's cell fizz bomb over there, really short hook link, and a dumbbell cell bottom bait with no plastic baits on here anymore. They banned it, so I've just basically drilled halfway out, put a bit of yellow foam in it, and had a bit of yellow foam sticking out the top, because I would have put a bit of corn on the top, but it's banned now. Right hand rods, Old Faithful, Plum. He's in that little cove over there yet again. The wind is howling, and you can see the water, like, you know what I mean? It's howling, obviously, down that side. And every time I try and cast into that bay, I just get snagged up in that tree there. Oh God, I hate that tree so much. But yeah, so I'm in there with that, and that's on a plum bottom bait with, same again, little bit of yellow foam drilled halfway through and sticking out the top. Both KDs, but unlike how you see some people fish it, like the bit of foam's on the, sort of like the inside of the hook, if you know what I mean, sort of like where the hair goes into the boilie. I'll fish it on the outside, because I don't know, I mean, every time I fished it before and I've had that bit of corn on the top, I've had the corn on the outside, and it's always done me well, really good hook holds. Size 6 Nash Van Gaper, and I've got the new Calder hook link material. Well, I can't remember what it's called. It's something like N something. N. Oh, what is it here? I got it here. Let's have a look. Here we go. So impressed with this. Alright, this is the N trap. Why isn't that focusing? Well, anyway, end trap. I don't know why that's not focusing, but £20 gravel brown. Stokesy got a couple of ready-made rigs off the internet, and I'm not a fan of buying ready-made rigs. Obviously I used to be when I first started, you know what I mean, because I didn't have a clue how to tie them, and there's nothing wrong with them, because that's, you know what I mean, they're really good ready-made hook links now. But I prefer to do things my way now, do you know what I mean, now that I've learnt how to tie them and I learnt how rigs work and stuff like that. And for you guys who are still using like the ready-made hook links, you know what I mean, if you're happy with that, stick with it, nothing wrong with that. But I just found it a bit pricey, and I like to tweak things my own way, and sometimes you can't do that with the ready-made hook links. So yeah, it's worth trying to tie some of your own. But anyway, this end trap's soft, right? Oh man, so impressed when Stokesy got these ready-made hook links. I was looking at it, I went, what the fuck is that? What's that fucking material? It's so supple. It's a coated braid. Yeah, it's a coated braid, and it's just like the softest ever. I just can't believe how soft it is, and it's like a matte finish, it's like a matte coating. So yeah, I've tied a couple of rigs up on that. In the brown, I've got the green as well. The green, to be honest with you, was the first one to come out, which Stokesy's rigs are made of, and I thought that was the brown, because it's like a really weird colour green, but called a Surasol, that they match them to the different samples that they get, so I mean there's no doubting. But this brown stuff only come out the other day. I imagine it's in tackle shops now, but I only got it on the day it got delivered. Not through like me waiting outside going, oh, when's the brown coming in, when's the brown? I just literally went, oh, have you got any of the brown one instead of the green one? And he went, hang on, and there's literally a delivery came in. So yeah, what have I put out? Obviously both on fish bombs with one's on the plum, one's on the cell. I've just spodded out, better on my left hand rod, better on that one there. I mean, I can get it to there perfect, bang on every time. The wind's not really affecting it, and it's only a little tiny little cast to it. So what have I done? 5 spods of chili, hemp and sweet corn, which I made up myself, which I'm quite proud of, so I ain't done that before. And 5 spods of like party seed or party blend, whatever you call it. And then 3 spods of cell pellet. Now the thing is, what I noticed, right, made up this party blend myself. Oh look, bloke next to us, Mark, he's got his bait boat out. Can you see that? They were all, that's where the bloke had them from yesterday, all up in that bait, but that's not my water, so I'm gutted. But see, I made up this seed yesterday. I've never made up my own particles before, I've always bought them ready-made sort of thing, because you can keep them then, can't you, if you store them, but once you open them they go off. So this stuff here, I thought, well, I'll make it myself, and I bought a couple of big sacks. Obviously they take different preparation times, and you can find all them out on the internet. Some of them you can just soak, some of them you have to boil and soak, some of them you have to soak for like 24 hours and then boil them and what have you. Anyway, I've done them all to the proper specs. To my to my hemp I added a bit of chili, some chili powder and chili flakes, spice it up a bit, you know what I mean, and put a bit of salt in there as well, and then a tin of sweet corn in there, and it's looking good, it's looking really good. What I have found though is where I've made it, there's loads of stalks in it, loads of stalks from the hemp seed. Obviously that's just what you get, I suppose, in the thing, and I could pick them out, I suppose. But right, and yeah, so 3 spods of cell pellet on that one, and then it's exactly the same on the plum. But the thing is, right, I'm trying to spod into that little cove. If I'm pointing at it here, look, see this bit here. Now you might not be able to gauge it, but this tree, this light green tree here, is forward, and I'd say my bait would literally be on sort of like, what should we say, in line with that green tree sort of thing now, because I can't get in there because the wind is just smashing me into that tree every time. So I've been spodding and it's been hitting that tree, and I've ended up having to spod. I'm aiming sort of like for here, and it's going, you know what I mean, and getting in there. Sometimes it's going a bit further and hitting the tree still, so I'm having to spod sort of like aim here or here just for it to come in. But yeah, it's nails, and I'm really frustrated with that. I'd say about 30 boilies I put out on each spot. Cell on that one and plum on that one. Didn't have any touches in the night last night. Hang on, let's zoom out. No touches in the night. Mark next door, he lost one last night, and he said he had a pike. Don't know how he caught that, but he had it anyway. When I first set up yesterday, I saw a fish actually show here in front of me by that light green tree, and I went, yes, here we go, gonna have it. But speaking to Mark earlier, and he said obviously his mate further up the lake, he said he had a couple on that, and he went and said might have pushed out again because the wind died down last night, not by much but it did, and now today it's picked up again and it's hammering, so I'm hoping they're coming back in. What is it? Only 11:15. And what time? I think that bloke had his fish yesterday, the bloke we moved out. He had his fish sort of like early morning, well, sort of morning afternoon time. I didn't get down till about sort of 3 yesterday, 3, 4. Didn't even get my rods in till about 6. And one thing I will say is that I'm normally like really spot on with preparation, you know what I mean? I spend sort of like the day before I'm going fishing or the night before I'm going fishing just prepping my kit, getting my rigs ready and stuff like that. But yesterday I just had a nightmare, an absolute nightmare, and I got down here and I brought more gear with me than I normally do because I'm doing like quite a long sesh. And oh my god, I got down here and so I just wanted to get my rods in but I couldn't, and I was like having to tie rigs, and I was leading about, and then my mate Nobby came down and he was like asking me bits and bobs. I was showing him, and obviously I've got inlines again, my bag rig, normal. So I was leading about. I didn't marker float it, which I suppose I really should have. Well, I know the depths anyway. There's no surprises really going to come up other than really snagging material on the bottom, like debris shod. But that bag's going to sort that out. So like I said, I double bagged up. I'll never normally do that, but the first time I cast out yesterday and I put it down, I felt it down, boom, with the bag on and stuff like that. Left it for an hour or so, and why did I bring it in? Oh, that's right, yeah, because it didn't go bang on the spot, but I thought, right, at least I'm fishing, I'll get the other rod ready. And I brought it in after about an hour to put the new, also cast better and put a new bag on, what have you. And hook point was covered with some leaves and that, and there was bits of sort of like old debris and that around the lead. So I thought, right, what's happened here? Have I dragged it through as I'm coming back? Or has that bag split open before it's hit the bottom? Because like I say, it's about 14 foot here. When I was leading about yesterday, it was literally cast in, splash, looking at the rod, boom, you know what I mean? And it was like, bloody hell. So I reckon the bag might have broken up before it hit the bottom, and it's just landed in a load of crap. So that's why I double bagged yesterday, and I haven't reeled in today yet. I might do that in a bit actually, just to check. I'm not sure how many PVA bags I've got left over. I'm using 2 at a time on each thing. The left hand rod's clear as a bell, clear as a whistle every time, but right hand rod, the plum, very choddy. I'm back to the Starbait sleeping bag. Wasn't impressed with the Nash one. Still got it, you know what I mean? I'm going to put it on eBay or something. I'm sure someone will love it. It's a good sleeping bag, keeps you warm and what have you, but it's just that them breakaway zips. I'm not impressed. But yeah, back to the Starbait sleeping bag. Lovely kit last night. Same problem though, you know what I mean? It's too big and there was bits hanging over the side, but I'm just more confident that I'll get that, if I ever get that take, that extra couple of seconds. Still haven't had breakfast yet. Oh, woke up about 9 o'clock. Well, I didn't get much sleep last night because this side of the lake, which I've never fished, is the most noisiest lake I've ever fished on. There's ducks quacking, there's the wind obviously going, and we've got the A14 just over the other side, big things going past, and there's cars parking up behind us, and oh mate, waking up every bloody 2 minutes. And so I slept in today. I might have another kip in a bit, who knows. What else have I done? Have I changed? Not really changed anything. No, nothing else has really changed, to be honest with you. Bought a load of frozen meals, put them in my bag yesterday, and I thought they'd be defrosted by last night. So I went to have my dinner, and they were still frozen, so I ended up with Uncle Ben's boiling a bag rice, and a tin of Full Monty, mixed in together, which was nice, kept me filled up, or full up should I say. That's about it. I'll quickly show you the lake again. Just come outside. Okay, so obviously down there, that's all Peg 1's water, and he's set up there, bloke down this big. This is sort of like my water area, up until about that tree. And we've got Mark set up over there. Where his bait boat is out there, and then that goes up into the deeper water, goes all the way out onto the point, and then as it comes back round, you can see that's the shallow side over there, car park and that. Brought the Big Daddy with me today, or this weekend, just a biff. I ain't got the over wrap on it. Don't need it, it's too warm. That's about it. Right, so let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'll keep you updated. Look how cheeky gets, look. No, I'll get the camera on them and they shoot off. Oh god, still no action. But the bailiff come round earlier and said basically that bay up there got one fish in, because he was round the other side, can't fish the other side. It's got one fish in, which is where them two come from yesterday. But that bay round the corner, up the back, right up the back, apparently it's black, full of carp, so I can't get into the peg next to me. There's a guy next to us, Colin his name is. He's fishing there. In peg 1 should I say. But I'm in peg 2, so if they do decide to come round, you know what I mean, I've got my traps set. Just put a few more boilies out. Oh, phone's ringing. Alright. Wind's died down a little bit, it's still blowing in. Everything's telling me it's blowing into the fish are going to be down this end, and obviously the bailiff said about up there and that. But what a lovely day it is, sun's out, this is what I'm talking about, proper conditions. Oh, I'm like an old man getting at that really. Yeah, look at that, the sun's up in the sky. So remember I told you about that power monkey, the little charger, solar charger thing I've got. Actually, it's bright enough now for it to be working. I've just got it set up there, look, charging direct into the phone. I had it charging a while, just charging the actual power pack that plugs into the power monkey, but I just decided to plug my phone in there because it's nearly dead. So I'm going to have a recast in a bit. Yeah, I'll have a recast. So yeah, still nothing. I've only had, since I've been here, I've only had one bleep on the right hand rod. The only bleeps I've had on the left hand rod was when them ducks were knocking about, knocking the line. So yeah, so I'll get that in quickly and cast it out, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so the time is 7 at night, and I've moved. And I've finally got all my rods out. I've got a chance to use my new rods tonight. I will introduce you to them babies in a minute, alright, don't worry. It's still windy, it's still howling into it. I don't know how much is the best way for me to not get the wind, but all set up again, as you can see. exactly the same. Only took me about, well, I've only moved one peg. Stokesy's moved into my peg that I come out of. So, I think I made a good move. It's done a few fish out of this peg. Obviously, I said to you about yesterday. Bloke last night, he lost one. Who was here, Mark? He said to me when he was leaving, he says, mate, look, I'm leaving now. He says, I want to get in here. I said, yeah, bloody right I do. He said, good move, good move. So I've got my mil specs out, and I've cast. It's got PK bags on, same again. Little ones, double bagged again. Both on the plum now, though. What I've done is instead of fishing them with a bit of foam inside, I've just done a half a coconut pop-up on top. Bait and feed one again. Plums bait and feed as well. And I'll show you the swim. It's quite bright actually in the camera, but it's starting to get dusk now. So yeah, all this stuff here that you can see here, it's all been chopped down. There's a lot of tree stumps here, it's all been chopped down. So that bay didn't actually exist last year. It was where the fish went for a bit of a shelter. So that is good news for me because they might be up there. So where have I got my rods? Let's show you. Now I've got told to steer clear of the right hand side because I'm snagging. So greenery there, down there. So just up here a bit more. Yeah. And let me tell you, it's not a solid bottom. I didn't feel any donk. It's shoddy or silty, something like that. I haven't had the marker float out. There was no donk on that one. But I can see the fish now. They're all up the back. I can see them. They're all feeding and that. And when I was moving in, there was bubbles coming up. So as they start moving out, hopefully I'll pick up a fish, which is good news. Well, fingers crossed anyway. So let's introduce you to the babies, the new setup. Well, I say new, I've had it for a while, just haven't had a chance to use it. Here we go. Oh, the scissors down there. Cool. Cheers, Calder, for making them green. Right. So there's the babies there. Look at that, I've even lined up the reel handles and everything for you. So, star baits, 13 foot, mil specs, 3.5 pound test curve. With the Shimano big bait runners, you'll notice. Look at the line on it as well. It's a Starbaits cam line, CAM, and it's all different colours. You can see it from here. Mono, just for the distance. They're 13 footers, and they are. I know it's only an extra foot. It sounds like a stupid thing to say, but it just seems so much longer. Whoa! Look at that! Get off! Well, that is action for you. Thick and fast, look at that. Alright, so yeah, the only rod on the market, the 20mm tip ring, see down there. Straight down to the delks, single sticks again. But I've got my little Nash rod mat, or reel mat, or whatever it is, just sitting on there. Don't know why I put that out. It's not exactly raining and spitting up all crap at me, but I just thought it looks a bit Gucci. So I'll put it on. So yeah, I'm really happy with my new setup. I'll get a chance to use it. Now, what have I noticed? Okay, 20mm tip ring, brilliant for obviously long range casting. When you're reeling in, if you've got a flying back lead on, the flying back lead can go through the eyes, or the end eye of the ring, of the tip, and it's just like a bit, oh God's sake. And what else? Not used to using such a big heavy rod, and it feels like a broomstick, but there's a lot of tip action in them, which is what the bloke who sold me, Dave Greenland, he sold me them, and good mate of mine, and he told me, he said, Bill, he said, you won't have any problems with them, mate. So hopefully I'll get a fish on him and play him and see how it goes, and we'll see see how we get on throughout the sesh. So I bet you're dying to meet him. You ain't seen much of him lately, and I know we've been getting a lot on the blogs. Oh, I know it's fucking Carping Miracles with Bill and Ash, but where's Ash? You always Bill on the thing. A lot of women out there requesting him as well. So let's go and see what we'll do. Get my receiver. That's on. Let's go and see the man himself setting up his biv. Oi oi! You know what time it is? Blood time! I don't know what we're doing wrong with it. What's the matter, mate?
Doing the same time. It's like falling inside.
You pegged that back? Right. Have you pegged that back? Right. I always start, peg out the middle one, and then the two side ones there, and then you go to that one, then to that one, and then you can work peg out the front. And like I say, you put the first bar on, then the second, then the third, then that last one. You done that?
Yeah.
Right. What's wrong there? Peg it out, mate, and then you'll be able to split it out.
See what I mean? This on a weird angle.
That's fine, that, mate. So, come on. You ain't seen much of you lately.
No. Had a couple of blanks and so I've been sulking a little bit. But I've got the bite back now. I'm ready for some big fish.
Good.
Yeah, so I've finished work. Bez down here, quick as I could. Had to get a bit of tackle in that.
Did you forget anything?
I think I might have forgotten a bit of memory foam. Yeah, I forgot Bill's foam. You know what it's like, you've got so much stuff to prepare for, and you just want to get down the lake, you always forget the most important thing.
What else did you forget?
It
adds a bit of weight to your cast.
Oh, I forgot to get new leads. So Bill's scrubbing away with some leads. So yeah, well, I'm fishing anyway, the rods are in.
You're in.
So I've got one on Snowman, Sal, and Coconut Cream Pop-Up, Snowman, KD. And I've got one with just a stringer.
Yeah.
A few boilies. You said you put a bit of boilie out in eggs. This Bill's,
yes, mate.
Bill's swim yesterday, which might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It can only help having a bit of bait in, can't it?
Do you feel confident?
I feel confident. Yeah.
I feel so confident, mate.
I was just looking around, and just looking around, and I'm happy to be here. It's nice, really nice water.
It is, isn't it?
So hopefully the fish get on the munch. We've got the cell. They love the cell in here, apparently.
Yeah.
Got to get on the cell in here. So.
Well, I'm on the Plum Grange, and
Yeah. So we'll see how we get on. We've got a few beers, you know. We've got the new Kadak.
He's got the Kadak. He's got it. Yes.
On Bill's good advice.
Not even my advice. Proof's in the pudding, mate, and we have ate the pudding.
I've even got some Kadak gas for it as well.
Oh, delicious.
So that was £5.50 for gas.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Which annoys me a little bit. So yeah, get the bivvy up now, get everything sorted.
Let me tell you, last night was so mild that I only had the my mozzie net on. So I don't know if you want to.
I'm just going to go.
Have you got your front on?
I'm not going to put a front on.
No. No, leave it as it is, mate.
I'm going to just be living out the front of it.
Come and introduce us to your swim.
Right. Doing it. This one.
Yeah.
Bill, was you on here yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Bill. So, yeah, we like a social. It's nice and close, isn't it?
Definitely. Lucky as well that we've got two pegs together.
2 pegs together because it is busy. Like, I mean, you look at the car park; it's just
look at that,
absolutely full.
That's mental, isn't it? Brilliant. And that's one of 2 car parks, isn't it?
Yeah. But, you know, there's a bloke in the corner there.
Yeah, Colin.
Yeah. Definitely fish holding areas all around there.
Oh.
Massive island. Though.
Just looks carpy. It's fun, isn't it?
I've got one rod out, the left-hand rod, sort of in a bit of a cove, a little bay.
Same with the place I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a bit of bait's gone in there. I've got one right there, come back a little bit.
Okay.
And it's a bit deeper the water there. I actually noticed it's a bit deeper.
Yeah, so 14 foot out there, mate.
Yeah. He did say come back a little bit from the snags in this place.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's only there to help, isn't he? Oh, that's good. So the grebes as well. There's an age-old saying, where there's a grebe, there's a carp. I don't know if everyone's ever heard of it.
Oh, I've never heard that.
No, it was on a DVD, and it was, I think it was, oh no, it was a write-up by Chili Chilcott, and it was
one of our heroes.
Yeah, it was mentioned about how bird life and bird activity can signal fish and where the fish might be, and he did say, if you find a grebe, get on the grebe, because that's where the fish are likely to be. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe they follow the fish round and they feed on what the fish disturb on the bottom.
Yeah.
They may well just follow the fish round, you know. And I've got 2 grebes there, so it's looking good.
Good, man.
So
change your tackle at all?
I'll change my tackle. No, I've added to my tackle a bit. I've got that obviously new Kadak, and I've got the Chub Greedy Pig cutlery set, which is a beast. It's got man-sized plates.
I'll look forward to trying that out later.
We'll blog that tomorrow and let you have a look at it.
Yeah.
We'll clean the plates, obviously. So, right, I best be getting off because I really want to get my bivvy up.
Right, I expect more blogs this time.
Yeah, we'll get more blogs. Thing is, I get a little bit disappointed when I don't have a fish.
Don't be
Winter
disappointed.
Fishing was difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, people watch us to look at how we fish, and they've seen us with success. They just want to know what we're doing, where we're going, that we're putting the effort in, stuff like that. Well, I hope that's what they're wanting to know. And I just want to say, I'm loving the new Jackal Polo.
Oh, there it is.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Oh, left-hand rod. I've never had that before, mate. Didn't have any bleeps here.
Might be the fry, mate.
I don't even think that'd be the fry.
No, they wouldn't knock you around that much.
But look, let me show you. Look what Ash is wearing. Complete Jackal. Even the hat, that is absolutely brilliant.
No trainers either this time.
Oh, he's got his Desi boots on.
They're issued military boots on. They look a bit like the Nash ones, so...
They do, don't they?
A bit posh. And I've got some new Jackal salopettes as well.
Delicious.
I got for 40 quid off eBay, second hand, but
Well
they're
done.
like brand new.
Well done.
They had a tiny little tear in the pocket, but it's been sewn up, isn't it? They're not to go wading in, are they, anyway?
No,
you know?
no.
So it's not going to affect it whatsoever. So yeah, I've got some bits and bobs. Trying to get the Delkin TXIs and that, but I just spend so much money, and I'm trying to look at... Oh, I'll not say that on camera, actually.
Oh, nearly gave it away then, didn't you? About your new tackle that you're going to get.
It away then, yeah.
The old, yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully we get a fish. I want one fish, and I want a massive fish. I want it to be a massive, massive 30.
Well, let me tell you this. When you fish stuff at Waterpark, you only expect the best.
You only get a big fish in here, don't you, really?
Apart from bloke up on peg 7, I think it was, who had a 10-pounder last night. But we wouldn't be disappointed, would we, mate?
No, we wouldn't be disappointed. A fish is a fish. Like I always go fishing to catch one fish, and that is it. If I get more, then I'm loving it. You know what I mean? Bonus. So, right, I'll leave you to it, Bill. And,
all right, mate.
I'll look forward to vlogging again later. So
Good
as you
drills.
can see, I'm probably confident. You can tell I'm confident.
Yeah.
And let's have it.
Good. Cheers, mate. Morning. 7:10 on a Saturday. No action last night. The only bit of action we did have was Stokesy when we was over at Stokesy's swim. And his left-hand rods went to the lip. I reckon that might have been a liner. Well, it was a liner, I reckon. Oh. Wind was howling last night. Absolutely howling. And that train was going as well. First train this morning, wasn't it? 6, I think it was. I'm knackered. I think I'm going to go out to bed. Shade of lake. Nice that. Nice to wake up to that. Yet again. Apart from the noise, I had a really comfortable sleep. So, not too bad like that. breaking me, not even having a touch. Oh well. I'll keep you updated. I don't think Stokes had anything. He would have come and got me, I reckon. So, alright, I'll speak to you in a bit. I'm going to get my head down again.